It's Go Fast Day here in Homestead, Miami Speedway as the drivers who have gotten through the heats and the drivers who were locked into the Royale before the heats are here at qualifying number 1. There's 2 qualifying sessions here in Homestead for the Royale. And everyone, you can see everyone getting pulled out into pit lane, getting ready to go. I already see someone pulling out of pit lane. And that starts us with your reigning Royale champion, Max Anderson. Oh, he has good memories here after last season. Hoping to pull together another one. He's the very first out of pit lane in Q1. We will take a top 12 from this and we'll bring it into Q2. And we will decide pole position from there. You got Roman Rahal pulling out of pit lane. You got John Arndt pulling out of pit lane. There's some huge names in the field pulling out of pit lane. Vincent locked himself in the Royale. Arndt was locked in. Alog was the winner of heat number 2. He looks fairly strong. Jovic, second in points. He was locked in. Well, Scott, a win, was locked in. Malcher on points was locked in. Jones, 2 out of 3 Red Stallion made it in through the heats. Jones and Monaco both in, and both Monaco brothers are here. Roush locked himself in. Ray, the winner of heat number 1. There's Jackson, first person who was out of being locked in. Baranowska's your season 3 champ. I mixed that up during the heat. Season 2 champ was Caldwell. Season 3 champ was Baranowska's. And then Anderson last season. Everyone on pit lane. We got 20 minutes. They have 20 minutes to get out there and set a good time. Right now, it's the Lorenzo Log at the top of the sheets. There's Jay Durrell. Jimmy Perez, the last person left for HHSR. Trying to make a name. He has a pole position earlier this year, so maybe he could get himself in the second round and make this a good day for HHSR. Yeah, everyone pulling out of pit lane. Pericles and Vincent together. Getting a decent draft is nice. You want to be in a small pack like this, but getting into too many people is just going to slow you down, so some people just prefer to work alone. Art now has the lead. That's expected. But it's Lorenzo Log jumping back in a second. Perez is in your top 10. Now he's still in a spot. Now he's not. Got knocked out. Halleck in third. The only 2-time winner this season. Jack Halleck, where is he? Huh. That's not the right car. Looks like Halleck's rocking a different scheme for right now. Maybe they're working on repairs of the actual car, but this is the one he ran for Vegas. So I'm guessing they're just keeping the other car safe and sound and just getting this one through qualifying, because there's no rule against using the backup car for qualifying. You just have to stay within regulations, which I guess he was. Halleck using the Turtle Wax number 74 for this. He'll be going back to Mopar, if I'm correct. Either that or a Snickers scheme from Season 3. Once we actually get into the Royale. But I see Sean Angel has jumped to second. Now Philip Scott has jumped to the lead. Philip Scott, the first 27 of the day. I wanted to say night and I wanted to say day at the same time. Jovic is not in. It's a Scott Ganassi 1, 2, 3. Wow. The team looks insanely fast, but Cordell Paulson matches it. Where is Paulson? There he is. Cordell Paulson, your fastest. Perez is in pit lane. He's going to go back in, get another set of tires, and head back out again. Paulson, good run out of 4. A little bit halted by the 9. But he improves nonetheless. Your reigning champion, not in the Royale, but your reigning champion in the season, is leading this. One surprise is Eric Monaco is in the top 12 right now. Where is he? Then number 20. Now he's not in the top 10. Is he still in the top 12? Yes. And Monaco to the lead! Wow. The Red Stallion, rank D. Impressive. And Eric Monaco may have just solidly put himself into the top 12. That's Windhelm into third. Last spot right now is Angel. It's Fitzwater, Alog, Ryan Monaco, Jackson. Those people are out of it right now. All three of the Scott Ganassis are still in, and they're still together on that leaderboard. Let's look at some other people. There's Roman Rahal. Again, expected to get a ride next season. And not in Red Stallion this time. He's actually rumored at Maverick next season, or whatever the team becomes. Because now the team's changed hands, they've already confirmed a name change and a manufacturer change next season. Roman Rahal, rumored to that, to one of their cars. And there is Roman Rahal. He's P9 right now. On track, I see Windhelm now has a 27.8. Where's that 51? Not bad. Out of Hans Windhelm. He's your Portland winner. Round 4. We're now past round 10. This season has been great so far. And it's just been a great year for Epic Motorsports altogether so far. Jordan hasn't been performing amazingly, but Windhelm and Caldwell have been outperforming themselves. Mulcher's another name that's really outperformed himself this year. Actually locked himself in on points into this Royale, which is very impressive. Kieran Mulcher, looking to be one of the best drivers in coming years if he can keep up the momentum he's shown. Right now, P7. Could bring it home to stay in the top 12. Now we seem to have kind of neutraled out with a lot of people. Not a lot of people jumping up the list. Right now, Jarderon is in, along with Angel, who's still in that last transfer spot. Halleck chilling there. Perez is back out on track. Perez dropped all the way to 29th. Your last place is Alexander Rowe. Oh, yeah, there's 34. I miscounted. It's not 33, it's 34. I've just been making a lot of mistakes this Royale. I've been out of it lately. But no big deal. It's just one more person. Roush and Jackson out together. Will that change anything? Carlson moves into 6th. Just noticed that. The Monarch car. Monarch doing some work now. Arndt has dropped back to 9th. Jarderon in your last transfer spot. A lot of people coming out of pit lane now. Expect some shaking up of the board in a moment. There's Eric Monaco still in 2nd. He's kind of dropped off his times. If I was him, I'd dive down pit lane now. Get a fresh set and come back out. But he's determined to stay out there. He may just think that he's locked in and he's fully safe. Into round 2. Roger Ray, name we all expected to be up there. Roger Ray down 32nd. But he just improved a little. No position improvement, though. He may need a drafting partner if he wants to get up. Like I said, a nice small draft is good. No draft is not. Shepard moving up a little bit. He's up to 23rd. If you don't get in that top 12, oh, wow, Mulcher takes the lead. Doesn't necessarily matter at all in this first session, but that locks himself in. Perez back in the pits. He's making multiple trips in and out of the pits, which may just be a strategy call to try to get as many clean new tire runs as he can. But Kieran Mulcher now your leader in Q1. And it's Arndt on the bubble. Your points leader is on the bubble in Q1. It's only 12 people. There's not a lot of people who can actually get this. Fitzwater up to 6th. He may have just locked himself into the round 2. aren't trying, but he's stuck in 12th. That's a scary place to be. Tell you that right now. Vincent in 9th. Monaco in 4th. Now Rowe to the lead. He was in last earlier. Alexander Rowe is leading. Now Arndt's out of it. Philip Scott's on the bubble. Thompson was on the bubble for a moment, but now it's Philip Scott. It's shaking up. Now, we're looking. Carlson's getting close. Angel's in. Benoit Verveen is in. Trailblazer. Getting up there. But we may actually see Red Stallion get into Q2. That's impressive. Oh, this is why Alexander Rowe got in. He was drafting with 3rd place. These two are working to get through. Oh, it's close. Philip Scott is close. There's 8 minutes left in the session. One name I'm wondering about is Roger Ray. Is he going to ever mount a challenge? Still in 33rd. And Irvine is slow. He's very slow. Uh-oh. I think Irvine just had a mechanical problem. Did he spin or is he having a problem? No, Irvine would be coming into 1 and 2 and something would give. And he'd go down in the apron. He'd drop below 90 miles an hour in about 2 seconds. And he'd continue coasting down from there. Loss of power in the 7. He's in 6th right now, but he'll have to depend on that. Because right now, there's nothing else he can do. He's stuck in 6th. Now he's just got to hope and pray and get this car fixed in case he gets to Q2. It's very risky times for him. Where's your leader? Or Malcher in 2nd, very solid. And there is Rowe in the lead. He's still in the 27s. He could improve again. He's close. Did anyone beat Philip Scott? No. We are still solid. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in Q1. And there's a lot of big names who are not in this. But there's a lot of big names that are. But Jackson, 28th. That's not good. Jackson has no drafting partners right now. He may get up to Curtis here in a moment, which could be good. If he can get Curtis and get in draft with him, he could get another 2 tenths there, which would be a saving grace. That would get him up in the top 12. He can get 2 more tenths. Angel's in. He may have 1 more run in him. He may just have to get in and get out, but he's in. He's in right now. Maybe he's just going to stop and let it go. Jackson. I think he's in for new tires. I think he's got 1 last shot. Roman Rahal, 17th. I think he might be going for 1 more run as well. It's a change of tires immediately. I think they're going to send him right back out. Irvine has got to be praying right now. Philip Scott has been knocked out. Who's in? Thompson and Shepard are in. There's Shepard in 10th now. That was important that he got that. That's going to be very important for some people because that knocks out Philip Scott. There's now only 1 Scott Ganassi left, and it's Pericles in the last transfer spot through to Q2. And Perez back in. It's his same pattern he's been going with. About every 5 minutes he's in the pits. Try to get new tires. He may have 1 run left in him. Angel, I'm not sure if they're going to let him out again. He's not getting tires. He's just sitting in pit lane. I think he's just waiting. I think Angel's done. I think Angel's just going with it now. Mulcher. Yeah, he can come in. Mulcher is solid. He's fine. Mulcher's going to be in Q2. And if he's not, I will be very surprised. Track's starting to empty. People getting their last set of tires for their last run. But some people... Oh, Benoit Ravine's back on track. So it looks like they just got that car fixed and he's back and ready to go. It might have just been a tire going down or just... Maybe they stalled. Had to get it fired back up, but he's fine. Ravine's back on track and he's fine. That's good. That means we'll see him in Q2. Windhelm is in. Carlson's in. I'm not sure if they're going to get another run, but Windhelm's fine. Windhelm's getting in. Carlson is not. He's out by one spot. Nick Pericles has got to be on the edge of his seat. He's in pit lane now. He just pulled in. Jackson, 28th. That's not where he wants to be. But he just came out of pit lane. He's got a drafting partner in Philip Scott. Him and Philip may be able to work through it. Maybe get Philip back up as well. Durrell's in. Durrell's done. I think he's giving up. He's down at 29th. Lorenzo Log, who held the lead for a while, he's down in 22nd. He's not giving up, though. He's pretty determined to get this. Where is the 10 car? Oh, he's gaining time lap by lap, getting those tires warmed up. About 4 minutes left in the session, and it's still Alexander Rowe leading it. Jones, 24th. Can he get up to his teammate? This is a pair I'm very interested in. Scott Roush and Max Anderson. Anderson's 26th in the session. There is Shepard. 10th place right now. You want to be behind someone so you can get that run in 3 and 4. Which may just be Aiden Philip Scott. I'm not so sure about Jackson, though. Jackson may just have to settle for a low position and try to climb through. It'll be a long shot, but he could. Oh, he's cutting time, though. He's getting quicker. Now down to 28-2. Halleck maybe going to give it one more attempt. He's got maybe 1 or 2 laps left in him, maybe. Because he's got to warm those tires up before he does anything. Oh, this may be good for Duncan. Nope, that he's still setting up. Now they're starting their laps. This pack of 4 here may have a chance to get a few in. Now it's because Duncan and Jones might get in with this. Fitzwater's fine. He's fine. He doesn't have to worry about anything right now. P7, I think he's solidly in with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. I think he's fine. Duncan, a good run. Out of 4. Now it's the test. How are these people doing? They're not doing well. Paulson on pretty fast pace. Oh, Jackson's improving now. 28-0. Jackson trying to find his speed. Cuts off a 10th. He jumps up to... Wow. Cuts off a 10th and he jumps up almost all the way into the top 12. He just cuts off 1/10. That's all he needs to do. Cuts off a little bit more. Up to 18th. Jackson's cutting time now. He cut it almost a 10th. Can Jackson make it in? Oh, this will be close. This will be very close for the driver of the 10 car. He's got a minute left. He can't quit now. He's got the speed. The tires are warm. He's just got to get one good lap in him. Maybe Pericles can be that aid. Can be that help. He's just got to get one more good time. Vincent to the lead. Wow. And that knocks out. That's not Vincent. That's Baranowska's. Whoa. Baranowska's to the top. That's weird. Skylar Johnson's in. Oh, my. Jackson to 5th. Jackson's in. Oh, there's a scramble now. There's a scramble. Benoit Ravine may not have been safe after all. But Baranowska's is leading it with 20 seconds to go. Baranowska's is in. She's fine. She doesn't have to worry about anything right now. She can pull in pit lane. Jackson, in a last saving grace, just makes it. 9 seconds left until they close the finish line, and it's just up to the people who need to finish their laps. Ray, not a good run. We're complete. These people are finishing their laps. Who's in? Can Shepard get one last run? No. Duncan, he's praying. Duncan is praying that no one beats him. We're watching Duncan. Sorry about that. A little bit of a cutout. But, a lot of scrambling at the end of the session. A lot of people getting knocked out right at the end. Those last runs. And just saying, that strategy out of Jimmy Perez actually worked in the end. HHSR will make it into Q2 with Jimmy Perez. But Audra Baranowska's on top in Q1. It'll be Rowe, Mulcher, Ryan Monaco, Windhelm, Jackson, Paulson, Johnson, Fitzwater, Eric Monaco, both Monaco brothers in. Perez and Duncan will just make it. Tied with Perez, and Irvine was not safe after all. And he will fall to 13th. He'll be the first person not into Q2, meaning he will line up 13th on the grid. Wow. So, we're going to see you in a moment. Q2 coming up. It's a 10-minute session between the top 12. And Q2 is about to get underway here in Homestead to finish out qualifying here at the Royale. 12 people left, including both females that are in the field. That's incredible. Both females that were in the 34-car field made it into the top 12, Baranowska's and Johnson. But now we wait for the first person to jump out of pit lane. Everyone waits. You see everyone getting pulled out on the pit lane. And I think everyone's waiting for that first person to make the jump. And Windhelm will make the jump first. 10 minutes is all they have. Windhelm, you're first out on pit lane. Ryan Monaco will jump next. Paulson will jump with him. I think that he's going to try to draft. Perez is next. Jimmy Perez and Eric Monaco are are two ranked Ds in Q2. Could either of them get pole? That would be fun. We watch Windhelm. He's going to set up his first lap. Very first lap of the session. Here we go. Skywood Johnson's out of pit lane. Alexander Rowe is out of pit lane. Keep our eye on the 51. Trying to set the stage for the rest of the qualifying session. And across the line, first time is a 28.5. They were reaching 27.8s before, so it might have been 27 sevens maybe. Ryan cannot match it. Then again, this is their first laps. This is them heating their tires. Jackson's out of pit lane. Watch him. He could be important. Perez to the second best. That's impressive. Ryan Monaco and Paul Jackson are together now. That could be pretty important. Come later in the session. Ryan Monaco to third. We're still waiting for Windhelm to update his time. Oh, Perez. Trying to update it. Here comes Windhelm. Down to 28.2. Windhelm, still your fast lap. We're waiting for these guys to actually speed up. Get a good time going. Mulcher, the worst time of all. And Ryan to the top. Jackson to fifth. That could be good for Jackson to be drafting with the guy who's on top. Maybe get him on top. Because he's close enough to draft. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe as we come to the line. Jackson to the top. Oh boy. Perez to fourth. Jimmy Perez is in the top 5. Now he's not. There we go. Mulcher and Paulson are at the bottom. And Windhelm's already in. He saw what Perez did last time, and he's gonna try that. I'm not sure if everyone's gonna do any pits. Or everyone. Because we already saw someone do it. Question is, will everyone? Oh, Jackson and Fitzwater to the top. Wow. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., your Season 2 champion. Season 2 title champion. Driver's champion, that's what I'm thinking of. To the top. Now Duncan to the top. He barely made it into Q2, and now he's at the top of Q2. Jackson and Ryan Monaco had a good thing going for a while, but now they're fighting, and that's not a good thing. Duncan improves again. Oh boy. William Duncan might just take this. We have 5 minutes to go now. When I'm still on pit lane, maybe he has an issue. That would be unfortunate. Ugh. Eric Monaco and Jimmy Perez, the ranked D's working together, and they're both in the top 5. That's very impressive to see both of them up there. But it's Duncan, Fitzwater, Jackson, Eric Monaco, Jimmy Perez, Ryan Monaco, Audra Baranowska, Skyla Johnson, Alexander Rowe, Hans Windhelm, Kieran Mulcher, and Cordell Paulson. That's your top 12 right now with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the session. Rowe looks like he has a nice run down the inside of Fitzwater. Could he use this run to get up the rankings? He's in 9th right now. And that is 2nd for Alexander Rowe. Exactly what I thought. Skylar Johnson's close to improving. Everyone's so close. Jackson and Ryan Monaco are still fighting amongst each other. Now Hans Windhelm out with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. He's got the freshest tires on track. He's the only one that made the dive. Now Perez. Oh, we know the strategy out of Perez, but is it too late? Could it be just a little too late? Duncan crosses the line. He's still your leader. There's Mulcher still trying to get up. Ryan and Jackson cannot keep fighting like this. They're just dooming themselves. Although Jackson in 4th is just a solid run. He may just be trying to jeopardize the 35. Out of the last corner. Let's see what Jackson can pull. Nothing. Nothing good. Perez, you gotta go. If you want it, you gotta go. Now Windhelm drops to 2nd to last. It's Windhelm 11th, drafting with 2nd and 3rd. I have a feeling Windhelm's about to improve because he's a little bit faster right now than the 59 on track. No, I heard he had to check up. I heard the engine. This is tight. Oh, 2nd for Windhelm. There it is. That's the jump for Hans Windhelm. And that drops Skylar Johnson to 2nd to last. Look at how tight these three are. Now Fitzwater down the inside, trying to use him as a pick to get momentum. But this just helps Windhelm get a little bit more out of the car. Fitzwater jumps row. Third now. Jackson could get a better time, but he's fighting. A minute 30 left. Perez is, no, you're not going to do anything. You don't have enough time. I don't think Ryan or Jackson is going to take pole position. It still looks like it's Duncan. Duncan just seems a little too quick. He got that time early in the session, and he's just run with it. Oh, Mulcher making up spots. He's up to 7. We're looking for anyone that could have any sort of challenge. There's only a few I see. These two are 2 of them. Perez, I'm not so sure, man. You don't got time. He's got 1 run left. 1 solid run left. And that'll probably be this next time around. Eric Monaco has a run of a lifetime right now. Could this be pole position? No, 3rd! Eric Monaco! The rank D is in 3rd! Oh my, the rank Ds are working together, and they're working together well. These two have worked together all session long, and it's worked beautifully. I think now Monaco's giving Perez a chance. But no, we're ending the session now. To the line. Rowe and Fitzwater. Nothing. Perez, nothing. Monaco, nothing. Duncan just won. William Duncan will be on pole position. That's it. On pole position, William Duncan. There it is. William Duncan, pole position in the Royale for Clever Haas Racing. Congratulations, William Duncan. It'll be, whoa, that was just, he got that time early and no one could ever challenge it. Few came close, but no one could do it. Let's go look at your starting lineup. So it's William Duncan, Hans Windhelm, Eric Monaco, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Alexander Rowe, Paul Jackson, Kieran Mulcher, Jimmy Perez. That's just such a great result out of Jimmy Perez. 8th place starting position. 9th is Baranowska's. 10th is Ryan Monaco. 11th is Skylar Johnson. And finishing it out, Cordell Paulson could never find his speed. But starting in 12th is just going to have to be where he starts. Congratulations, William Duncan. Eric Monaco got close. If he would have had a better 1 and 2, he probably could have beat William Duncan. And we could see a rank D on pole for our 2nd time this year. The other one being Jimmy Perez. But again, congratulations, William Duncan. Next time, we're going to be going into race number 1 of the Royale, where we'll start the journey to see who will be at the top in Season 5's Royale. We have the field set to go, and all that we have to wait for now is everyone to get lined up and ready to go next time. Ciao.